Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Monday, September 30th, 2024. It is the day of the goddess, Moon's Day, Mane's Day, the ninth of Libra, the 1st of Ivy, the ninth of Raven, and the 7th of Hasmandur. Our sun is in Libra, cardinal air, representing justice. The moon is fourth quarter Virgo, mutable earth, which is to accomplish details. Mercury is in Libra, cardinal air, which is the visionary. Venus is in Scorpio, fixed water, which represents passion. Mars is in Cancer, cardinal water, which is about seeking security. Jupiter is in Gemini, mutable air, which represents questing. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is to redefine dreams. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus, fixed earth, representing rebellion. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which represents spiritual awakenings, and Pluto is retrograding in Capricorn, cardinal earth, representing transformations. For the retrogrades, remember for Saturn, reclaim your authority. For Uranus, reconsider how you rebel. For Neptune, reclaim your magic. For Pluto, reclaim your ability to regenerate. And for Chiron, restore the heroic spirit. Next up, we are in a waning crescent moon, which means it is time to rest. And then we have the very contradictory Virgo moon, which is the do's are practicality, precision, organize, all very active, not exactly resting activities. The don'ts are job interviews, critical people, and perfectionism. And essentially, it is time to tie up all the loose ends. It's the end of the calendar month. The moon is waning. The spiritual year is in its final descent. It's time to get things sorted out. Make a list of all the things you do not want to carry forward past Samhain, and then put your intentions into high gear once we pass the new moon in the next few days. Just make sure you are really getting this going because we have an opportunity to really bring things about to a good, solid conclusion so the next chapter can begin. Now, for today's tarot, we have the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card, of course, which represents persistent, far reaching impact. In the major arcana, it is assigned the number 2. And twos represent partnerships and rivalries. And the key words are knowledge and wisdom, learning and intuition, purity and virtue. All the things that we would naturally associate with this concept and this iconic idea of the high priestess, of what that is really supposed to be, what it's supposed to really mean. And it is about seeking out that semi-divine guidance. This is not reaching out to any particular goddess or god, but it is reaching out to someone who has essentially made their spirituality the center of their life and really the pursuit and their life's work. So if we are finding ourselves perhaps fumbling a little bit today, reaching out to someone you respect, who has good spiritual judgment that you deem to be reliable. And I want to stress reliability. There's so many people you can, watch a few videos, read a few blogs, and you think, okay, this person is pretty good and pretty solid. But over a period of time, you see that, maybe I want to revise my opinion of that. If you are reaching out to someone today, reach it out to someone who you actually have cause to have confidence in. And then I just then evaluate their advice, anything that they see fit to give you. Just give it a good think over. It's okay to not immediately put all things into practice, even if it's advice coming from someone you respect. Make sure of it. Then today's Celtic Triad reads, 3 frequent changes bring long life: change of food, change of work, and change of amusement. Variety is the spice of life. Variety is not necessarily the main dish, but it is that which flavors the dish. So when we're having these change of foods, having those changes of seasonal alterations, or trying out a new recipe, you still have your mainstays, you still have the constants, but you are still able to get a little bit of difference. And it's the same with change of work. Sometimes when you're frustrated and you're tired and you don't think you can do anything else, but then you redirect yourself to another task, all of a sudden, oh, I do have energy. I just needed to have a change. There is truth in the old saying that a change is as good as a rest for much of the time. And then a change of amusement. Sometimes it's not that we don't enjoy the things that we've been entertained by, but we're just looking for something a little bit different, something a bit fresh. Perhaps maybe a story that we haven't heard before. And all of these things coming together constitute that variety, spicing up our lives. And much of life really is a series of repeating cycles and patterns by necessity. If we did not have the sun rising in the sky every morning, if we did not have the moon going through its various cycles, if we did not have the entire cosmos enacting upon its order, if we did not have the rotation of this of the seasons. If we did not have all of these things, and I don't know what life would be like. I don't know if life would necessarily be possible. But so we do need these big, stable things. But having little changes here and there, brightening things up, it can be refreshing for us. And that's what I think we should really do if maybe we're bored or if we're feeling at loose ends. Change up little details in life. It keeps it interesting, it keeps it engaging, and it keeps you entertained. And if you have an ongoing sense of restlessness, maybe these small palliative measures can bring you a little bit. Closer to what the issue actually is, what is causing the restlessness, and then deciding how you might redress that. Next up, we have today's magical correspondences. They are on the theme of calm. The color is white, the plant is jasmine, the animal is the koala, and the crystal is quartz. Create your own inner calm, and the world will lose much of its influence and its ability to hurt you, certainly on the mental and the emotional level. Now, calm doesn't just happen. This is not an event. It becomes a part of your practice. It becomes part of you removing the energies out of your system, perhaps becoming a bit more stoic, learning to look at things a bit more objectively instead of being immediately invested into whatever emotional impulse that you have. All of these things can create greater calm, and we are going to have need for calm in the coming months. For today's practice, what have you learned from the harvest goddesses this year? What are the shared lessons of your natal moon sign and the current moon position? For your sacral chakra, are you ready for the recreation of the year? The Hermetic principle today is correspondences. So, what links between things are you noticing? Are you noticing things that others perhaps are not? And then for the witch's pyramid, we're looking at the west wall, which is the water element and emotion. So, what is your heart telling you? That's something that I think would be useful to contemplate before, tomorrow. It's October. Samhain season is in full swing from that point forward. So, um, as the veil thins and as we enjoy the spooky things and the things that go bump in the night, making sure of where you are and where your emotions are, I think that'd be a pretty sensible thing to do just as a precaution. Then today's journal prompt, what consists of your ideal cleansing bath or shower? Try to make time for that before the next new moon. Make sure that the next new moon really is new for you. And that will do it. Have a magical day. Enjoy the last remaining hours of September because tomorrow, the most wonderful month of the year begins, and that is October with all of its delights. So come back tomorrow for that. I will have different looking slides for you that I hope you enjoy, as well as a few little alterations here and there that I hope will be that variety, making it the spice of life that we talked about a few minutes ago. So come back tomorrow. I will see you then. Have a good one. Bye for now.